Welcome to the 2021 NVU Johnson Athletics Banquet. Let me begin by saying that I would like to congratulate you on your achievements this year. Some fabulous team highlights. And my special congratulations to the women's tennis team. I wish you the very best in your upcoming competition. I hope you understand how significant student athletes are to our university. It is with great pride that I thank you for representing NVU Johnson. To the seniors who will graduate and who have played their last game, thank you for the memories that you have given all of us. Please stay in contact. I invite you to come back often and help cheer on future generations of Badger athletes. Remember, what can never be taken away from you are the connections that you have made with your teammates, with your coaches, and with all the staff and faculty who will continue to root for you throughout the coming years. To all NVU athletes, I ask the following. I know that athletes never quit. You're wired to continue to improve yourself and your teams every single day. While you have always amazed me by your strength, your speed, and your spirit, I ask now that you draw on your emotional fortitude and the strategic thinking that I have seen you display on the playing surfaces to lead us into a post-COVID future. What characterizes NVU athletes has been a marvelous resiliency. Many of you started at a time when we were transforming into NVU, and many will be here throughout the next phase of our transformation. All of you have powered through the COVID pandemic. And while it is impossible for anyone to predict the future with 100% certainty, here's my best guess. I know that sports will be a part of our future because athletic competition has been around since ancient times. I know that there will be a need for disciplinary experts, particularly in health-related fields, that we will be a country where individualism is not as valued as much as interdependency and community connection. I know there will be even greater inequalities in the world, and we must address this growing problem, and that the habits and routines we have held in the past, both good and bad, will be disrupted. Well, the year may not have turned out quite exactly as we expected it would, but how we have responded to the adversity we encountered will continue to define what we're really about as Badger athletes. True character comes out during tough times, not when everything's going our way. So this is a time when leadership and maturity are most needed. Remember that Badgers keep on going, and know that your hard-earned successes will come only as a result of teamwork. I acknowledge that individual athletic ability matters and that you are each talented athletes, or else you wouldn't be here tonight. But from that innate ability, it is how you work to build a team that will allow you to overcome challenges and to win. And it is the experiences with your teammates that you will ultimately remember. Let's show the world what NVU Strong is all about. My sincere congratulations again to the men and women we honor today.
Good evening, NVU Johnson athletes. My name is Greg Ekman, and I'm your Associate Athletic Director. I wanted to let you all know how much I greatly appreciate the effort each of you brought forth every day from the past 2 semesters. With the uncertainty leading into the beginning of the school year, we weren't exactly sure what our athletic season would look like, what practices would consist of, if we'd even have an opportunity to play games. We appreciate the way you all came to practice every day, knowing that there'd be uncertainty, knowing that we might not be able to do everything we wanted to do at those practice sessions. But we appreciate the positive energy that you brought forth. We appreciate the effort and the attitude that you did bring every day to make this as successful as a year as we could possibly be. Throughout the fall semester, I saw teams consistently working hard, working together in the weight room, in individual sessions, and in team training sessions. I saw teams uncertain about if we might have games, but I did see the passion of our athletes, and I did see people continuously to keep out hope that we might have the opportunity to compete. Well, that opportunity did come in January, and I'm very excited to know that our athletes had the opportunity to compete. As we know, the seasons might not have been as long as we wanted, or at the competition as vast as we wanted. We did have an opportunity to get out there and to do what a lot of us really enjoy doing, which is competing in the sports or sports that you truly love. So I wanted to thank everybody for staying positive, for trusting in the process, for believing in your athletic administrators, in your training staff, in your college leadership, to know that we were truly working hard every day to provide some kind of environment that you could thrive in, that you could have a good student athlete experience, and that you could enjoy those few hours each day being a student athlete. Before I depart this evening, I wanted to take a moment to ask everybody for a brief moment of silence here, as we lost one of our student athletes this past year to a tragic loss. With the loss of Mamadou in July, it was really something incredibly painful for our Johnson community and our athletic department to have to grieve through. Please join me in this moment of silence for Mamadou, for his family, for his teammates, and those others who love and still care and support him. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful banquet. Have an incredible summer. Congratulations to our graduating seniors. And I'm really excited for the upcoming fall season, and I'm really glad to be a Badger. Thank you all very much. Take care.
Hello, Badgers. I'd like to start out by thanking President Collins and the athletic department for all the help and support in building the first women's triathlon program here in New England, as well as Coach Kara, our assistant triathlon coach. You simply are one of the best swim coaches I've had the privilege to work with. To say our 2020 season was not the year we hoped for would be an understatement. Yet every day, our triathletes showed up for practice, ready to work hard and make the best of this new thing called virtual racing. I want to congratulate all the student athletes here at Johnson and wish you all the best as you embark on your next journey. To our seniors, Ellery and Laura, thank you so much for helping me build this program. Laura, I'm so proud of you for taking on this new challenge, and I look forward to watching you compete in your first triathlon this weekend. I only wish you had joined our team a little bit earlier. Ellery, you helped me build this program since our inaugural season in 2018. Finishing 14th 2 times at Nationals is something to be very proud of. I remember your first triathlon, and I remember after it, you asking me if you could do an Ironman. That's the difference between a 65-minute race and a 16-hour race. That go-get-it, all-in attitude is something that's going to make you very successful in years to come. I look forward to seeing what you both accomplish. Thank you for being part of this program, and I wish you all the best. We will miss you. We look forward to seeing all that you accomplish in the years to come. Go Badgers.
Hello and welcome to the 2020-21 Athletic Banquet for Northern Vermont University Johnson COVID edition 2.0. I'll be glad when the fall gets here and we can have a bit more normalcy than we did this year. As you can see behind me, I'll be speaking to you tonight about women's volleyball. Women's volleyball had a fantastic year considering all the challenges and ups and downs that COVID presented to us. We came into the fall expecting to compete for a conference championship, and sadly we were not able to even start a conference schedule nor even get a match until spring of 21. So definitely we had to make quite a pivot, and the athletes in our gym did just that. They came in and worked hard every single day. We were able to complete a series of scrimmages that we got to share with our parents, and those were a lot of fun. Everyone enjoyed that, I think. We had a little bit of guitar accompaniment and some definitely fun commentary on those matches, and it was well played and hard fought, and we had a great fall. We had a chance to honor one senior who was leaving our program, Lauren Havel. Lauren Havel had a fantastic, although short, career here at Northern Vermont University. She competed in one season out of Northern Virginia Community College. Ren helped lead our program to the best ever season in our history, and she came in as a leader in our program this season and had high hopes of earning a first-team all-conference and leading our team to a conference championship. That being said, and since we were not able to do that, Ren did leave us with the second-team all-conference award in her only year with us. And because of her outstanding play and help leading our program to the best ever record in school history, she also was given the honor of being named athlete of the early graduation. So basically she got named the most influential, maybe is the right word, athlete for the 2020 early winter graduation. So congratulations to Lauren Havel. We are super excited at the idea that we graduated one athlete and are expecting to come in and compete in the fall for a North Atlantic Conference championship. The women worked hard to make that goal a reality next fall, and I think when everybody comes in and sees us play, they're going to get a chance to see some great volleyball and hopefully a history-making program in the making. Hopefully that's where we're shooting for, and that's what we're going to be getting done. So I just want to say thank you for everyone for sticking together and working so hard in such a strange year, and everyone for keeping such a good attitude and bonding and becoming the program, the seed of the program I know that we're going to be in the fall. I hope everyone stays safe and well and has a great summer and puts on those hard hats come fall and gets ready to earn our potential. Hard work, fun, and excitement coming for all of us. Well, I hope everyone is enjoying themselves and has a great evening and enjoys all the festivities surrounding the senior week and your last weeks here on campus before we all break apart and head away for the summer. And again, I look forward to seeing everybody, all the athletes, back in the fall and get back to competing and having a great time here on the Northern Vermont University Johnson campus.
Hello, Badgers. Greetings from Martinetti Hall. I'm excited to celebrate another year of NVU Johnson Badger women's soccer, but to call this a year doesn't really seem fair. It seems more like a quest or an odyssey or some other kind of epic name like that. As I recorded a similar video for last year's banquet, I could never have imagined that we'd be sharing another season of COVID restrictions and video awards ceremonies. And it's a testament to all of you that we have a season to discuss it all. Your dedication to our program through this unprecedented crisis has been truly amazing. And I'll never be able to thank you all enough for your effort and dedication to our soccer program. Particularly challenging for our group was that our fall 2020 season was our chance to bust out of our collective rut and rebound from a tough 0-14 effort in 2019. The group that we had poised to join us on campus last fall was special. And I want to recognize that many of our prospective players had to opt out of joining us on the field last year because they had to focus on one of our program's core values: family first, school second, and soccer third. This group of young women had to put their personal, family, and educational needs first, and I, for one, will always respect and honor those decisions, even if it meant that we did not get to stand as one on the soccer field. We'll never know the full potential of what we lost this past fall. We will always be grateful for their desire to join us as fellow Badgers, and we will always keep the door open as we plan for future seasons. And that leads us to an even more special group of players. We had 16 players make the commitment to return to campus and continue to focus on their studies and to continue to step on the soccer field and push for their future. The quality and bravery involved in this effort cannot be understated. We chose to pursue a collective focus on our love of the game, and we trained each week during the fall semester with little or no hope of outside competition. We trained through our masks, we trained through a semester with no breaks, we trained through the frustrations and uncertainty of online and hybrid learning, and we kept our soccer program moving forward and making progress no matter what. Part of this group was our lone senior, Allie Islands. Allie joined our team from 2019 as a transfer from Green Mountain College. As her senior year slowly revealed that COVID was not going to play nice, Allie did what great people and great teammates do. She found a way to stay connected and to continue to support her team, even though her senior year had been taken away. Allie continued to train with our team for the fall semester, and she also doubled her efforts to move our program forward by taking on an internship in our Badger Sports Information Office. Allie's efforts to support and promote Badger athletics via her work as sports editor of the Basement Medicine and her internship were outstanding, and her contributions to our program, both on and off the field, will be valued for years to come. Thank you very much, Allie, and best of luck to you in your future endeavors. You will always be a Badger. As we entered our spring season and our spring semester, we were rewarded with the possibility of live matches, but the reality of more testing, more restrictions, and even more challenges. Our team stayed the course. We changed our schedule from the fall of training in the dark to a spring of waking before dawn, to gather as a team and continue to push for success. When we finally took the field against Norwich on April 3rd, our first team competition in over 500 days, our team was led by our spring captain, Juliana Reed. Our last visit to Norwich resulted in a 0-7 loss, but this year's team came out with something to prove and played like soccer warriors for 90 minutes. We had a freshman defensive unit with Sam Martin, Bella Massey, and Priya Tamang Suarez, backed up by Gray Werner in goal. Jules was joined by the defensive midfield by Lily Mullen, and our attack focused on junior Jordan Pellin, sophomores Maddie House and Maggie Egan, freshman Denise Ruiz, and new additions Savannah Kelly and Kaya Gagné. Our team came out and shocked Norwich with energy and overall quality, and we created a great deal of pressure and many scoring chances to start the game. We gave up a goal near the end of the first half, but we spent the entire second half pressing to score, and Maddie House and Denise Ruiz had many great chances that kept us all on the edge of our seats. We fell short that day, and we dropped a tough 0-1 decision, but there was obvious improvement, and that effort set the stage for a massive 5-2 victory over Cazenovia College the following weekend. Maddie House went off. 3 goals from Maddie House, and Denise Ruiz and Jules Reed added amazing goals of their own, while freshman Emily Cartier earned her first collegiate start and her first collegiate win in the goal. To come through all of the adversity that we have faced and to find a way to get back to winning college soccer games was and is an amazing feeling, and I'm beyond proud of this group. I thank you all for the truly remarkable effort, and I cannot wait to see what the future brings. I'm honored to be your coach, and I wish you all a safe, healthy, and restful summer that quietly ramps up and sees you all fit and fired up to return to campus in the fall of 2021. I thank you all for your dedication. I'm proud to be your coach. Go Badgers.
I turn the music up, I got my records on. I shut the world outside until the lights come on. Maybe the streets are loud, maybe the trees are
6 a.m.
gone.
in
I feel
Johnson.
my heart stop beating to my
It's icy.
song. And all the
It's
kids,
chilly.
they dance. Oh,
you know, Johnson. But your Badgers are hard at work, as they always are. Doing what it takes to be great.
I turn the music up, I got my records on. From underneath the rug, I'll sing a rebel song. Don't wanna see another generation drop. I'd rather be a comma than a full stop. Maybe I'm in the black, maybe I'm on my knees. Maybe I'm in the gap between the two trapezes. But my heart is beating and my pulse is starting. Cathedrals in my heart, a sweet song.
That's not three! I forgot how to do my man. That's my man.
To tell me it's alright, a sweet song. Every sound is a symphony, and every tear's a waterfall. It's a waterfall. It's a waterfall.
That's not three! 1, 2, 3!
Every teardrop is a waterfall. So you can hurt me bad, but still I'll raise the flag.
It's been quite a year in the Badgerland for the men's soccer team. Lots of ups and downs, obviously, with the roller coaster that is COVID, but our guys plugged away and did the best that they could with the circumstances that we were dealt with and never stopped working hard. We had a good fall with a lot of the guys participating and playing 3 days a week, and we moved that into the spring. And actually, we're happy to have a couple of games. Obviously, we would have liked to have a couple of more, but we left that with a 1-1 record. Lots of new guys from across the country. We have a couple of departing seniors in Colin Campbell, who gave a lot to this program. I'm going to be sad to see you go. And Jack Battistoni, who was only here a couple of years, but made a huge contribution. Also,
Gabe, we need you to play
a hat trick in his last college game against Casanova. We'll miss you guys, and I know you'll be around helping the boys as they move forward. We're proud of you guys, and we hope that all the talent comes back next year and to come and really shake up the NAC West. It's a talented group of guys, and it's also one of the most humble groups that I've had, ready to work and very unified as a team, which has been. Continue to work hard and plug away. This is a great core of young guys who really are interested in changing the culture at Northern Vermont. I have all the faith in you guys moving forward, and I definitely believe that if you continue to do the work, the sky's the limit for this group. Good luck.
Oh, you thought I had disappeared, but no, I am still here. And I have one last piece of wisdom before I depart the Green Mountains. Northern Vermont Badgers men's soccer. Always compete hard. Do your best. Make no excuses. And most of all, protect the den. I wish you best of luck in winning the NAC Conference next year. Take it to him. And go Badgers. Once a Badger, always a Badger.
Hey everyone, Michelle Whitmore, men and women's head tennis coach. Our tennis season was overall a success for many reasons. Our fall non-traditional season for the men and women's team allowed them to practice together. They had great energy, encouraged each other, and created a positive experience for all. As a coach, that was absolutely a highlight for me. On the men's side, senior shout out to Dylan Sonny Griffin, our #1 singles and doubles player. Dylan, I am so glad we had a chance to have you represent the men's tennis team over the last 2 years. I wish I could have given you a senior season, but I hope that the experiences that you had last season and in the fall provided you with positive student experience overall as one of our Johnson athletes. To the remaining members of the men's team, Tyler, Diego, and Anthony, you all have improved so much this season, and that is due to your good work at each practice. Thank you for being a dedicated member of the team. I look forward to having an official tennis season for the men next year. On the women's side, at the time of this video, our team is preparing for the NAC Championship against Husson. A win would bring a NAC banner to Johnson, where it belongs. But whatever the result, I am a proud coach. This team practiced well together, even on their days when there wasn't an official practice, and had a good attitude day in and day out, even on the days in which they were fully booked with classes, internships, and other sport commitments. Senior shout outs to Chris and Torito, who had been a member of the team for 3 seasons. Thank you, Chris, for everything you did to be part of the team this year and to complete your senior season. I know it was not easy, and I am so glad that you made it work. Your smile and grit on the court will be missed. The following 3 seniors are multi-sport athletes who joined the women's team in the fall and got bit by the tennis bug and stayed committed in the spring during their own season as a softball player. I know that challenges came forward in juggling both sports, and I cannot thank these 3 athletes enough for making it work and for being a part of this team. Mia, I am glad that after 3 years of me lobbying you to play tennis, that you finally caved and played this season. You had a fantastic year, and I know you wore out your sneakers even further with all the balls that you chased down each match. Annika, you stuck to your promise. You told me last year that you were going to try out tennis before you graduated, and you did, and I am so glad that you did, and hope that tennis is a part of your life moving forward. And Nicole, also known as Whitesnake, you not only have a good taste of music, but your net skills are on point as if you have been playing doubles for years. And finally, to Becca, Mason, Kate, and Maria, keep swinging that racket over the next summer so we can experience even more success and positive experiences on the courts next year. Thank you, everybody, for all your time, your dedication to the women's and men's tennis team. High five, Badger Pride.
Hi, Coach Baldwin here. Few words about the team for the 2021 spring season. We have a freshman, Lake Pilata. Freshman, very passionate player. Going to be a good, very good player. Only his third year playing golf. And we're all excited about Leif becoming one of the better players on the team. We're looking forward to next year. And he's going to be working at a golf course this summer, and he's going to improve. Joey Juro, another freshman, very good freshman, been working really hard. He was Rookie of the Year this year in conference play. He also shot a 78 in the one tournament we won. Really looking forward to his future. He's a really good player, loves the game, good student, all around great guy. Garrison French, third year player, co-captain, extremely talented athlete, very, very busy on campus this year. He made one tournament and a few practices, but is going to get much better over the summer, and we're hoping to see him play quite a bit next year. Kate Sweat, he's our #1 player this year. He's in his third season. He is a super guy. He medalist in the only tournament we had this year because of COVID, of course. He also was on the all-conference team for the West, and just a super, super player and a super guy.
This year we have an award for Badger Spirit, someone who has shown spirit, whether it's at games or at other events. And this year the winner of that award is Annika Dierberg. Congratulations, Annika.
Hello everyone, I'm happy to announce that this year's Rookie of the Year is someone who started in 6 out of 7 of their possible contests. This person's drive and motivation, as well as their impressive height, led to an outstanding 7 blocks, 52 points, and 68 rebounds throughout their season. Outside of athletics, this person has been described as a hard worker and an amazing teammate. I am so happy to introduce to you our 2020-2021 Badger Rookie of the Year, Gabby Wardwell.
Congrats to your 2021 superlative winner for the gym rat. This person is definitely someone that if you ever signed up for a time slot in the gym, you saw him there. Congrats, Io.
Hello everyone, I'm here to announce the winners of the 2020-2021 Dynamic Duo, and the winners are, virtual drum roll, Kylie and PJ. Congratulations, you are the winners.
This year's winner for Comic Relief is Wyatt Milberg. Congratulations.
Hello Johnson student athletes. Just wanted to give a big shout out to all our SHAPE staff this year. Was an amazing job to just kind of rally and adjust to all the changes, and you did a great job, and what we did was keep an amazing facility open for everybody here on campus that improved everybody's physical and mental health in a really important time when we all need to kind of focus on that the most. So I did want to give a shout out to everybody that worked this semester and last semester. Dana, Devin, Denise, Gabby, Jimmy Lynn, Kira, Mercedes, Samantha, Zach, Jasadi, Jason, and Rome. And to our seniors who've worked here at SHAPE, Sheldon, Mia, Melissa, Aisha, Jocelyn, and Devin Libby pitching into lifeguard this semester. And to our interns over the last few semesters, Tristan and Elliot and Ellery, thank you so much for giving so much to this facility. It was my honor to work with all of you, and I wish you all the best of luck. To the triathletes, you amazing women who trusted me to meet me out into the open water and to follow me in a kayak and my paddleboard, to give it your all. Those are my favorite memories. So Emily and Laura and Ellery and Molly, great job this season. Best of luck to everybody. Way to go, Johnson Badgers.
Good afternoon, Johnson. My name is Greg Ekman, and I'm the women's basketball coach here at NVU Johnson. I wanted to take a minute to recognize our women's basketball program and these phenomenal young women, 5 seniors who we are graduate this year, and just thank everybody for everything that they did to make this season as much fun and enjoyable as it possibly could be. When we started our basketball season on October 1st, we knew very well that we would only be able to practice for the fall semester. I'm really excited the effort the girls put in each day as we adjusted our practice from full team practices to smaller group, individual workouts, and small team practices throughout the week. Throughout the 6 weeks we had during the preseason, it was really fun to just work on individual skills with the girls, to get into the gym and shoot with them, and to just start talking with them about how we're going to move this program forward, given the uncertainties with COVID and what the next semester might hold for us if we would be able to play games. Thankfully, things opened up a little bit in January, and we were able to start our games again. And it was so enjoyable to have the opportunity to be out there competing, to be playing a game that we love, even though all the uncertainty that was going on around the testing and the masking. Every day these ladies showed up with the utmost focus and just ready to enjoy the few hours we had playing a game that they've loved and have loved for quite a long time in their lives. This year, we were honored to have 5 seniors in our program. Melissa Ann Clark is graduating this year with a math degree for us, and we've been really excited. She graduated for us in 3 years and has done a really great job of leading not only our women's basketball team through a lot of transition and times, but also our Student Government Association on campus as well. So thank you for everything you've done, Melissa. Aisha, it's been amazing to watch your individual and personal growth over the last 4 years, and I've been so happy that you joined us and our women's basketball team a few years ago. And then the role you've adapted was an active player and a great addition to our basketball program. And I appreciate all the positive energy and the cohesiveness you helped bring our group together with. Devin Libby. You know, it feels like we've known each other for quite a long time. With you being from Burlington, it really gave me the opportunity to go watch a lot of your games during your senior year and get to know you and your family quite well. I've been amazed at some of the incredible art projects that you've done over your time here, and it's been really enjoyable, our conversations about the game of basketball and about different strategies, because you are a student of the game, and we've talked many a times about the past coaching you've done. So you were always a great sounding board for us, so I really wanted to appreciate you for that. Jocelyn Pellerin, it's been an amazing ride with you, Joz. Coming in from your freshman year, some of the amazing things you did on the court, to then watching you grow up academically, personally, to watching you become a mother and just see you thrive in that, see you be a great role model for our younger student athletes, and just how well you've continued to perform in the classroom throughout your time here as well too. And our final senior this year is Ellery Kiefer. Ellery is another 4-year athlete for us, is also a member of the women's triathlon team. And has her hand in a few other sports that we know this spring as well. But Ellery is just one of the most fierce competitors I've ever seen. Is always coming to the gym to work. Whenever the ball gets rolled out, she doesn't take any plays off. She really gives her all and has been really recognized throughout the league and her team as just a hardworking young player who really created some problems for the opposing defenses. But most importantly, these 5 seniors did a phenomenal job of leading our program through a tough season due to COVID, through a tough season because of the uncertainties of not knowing what's going on. But we kept grounded every day, and we had a very enjoyable time. And as we said during one of our last meetings following our last game at Norwich, We truly feel that these seniors have helped us turn the corner for the women's basketball program going forward. And as we look to the future to build on some of our young players, we look forward to seeing Gabby continue to grow next year at the low block for us, to see how Alex is going to be able to continue to develop her different skill sets as we asked some different things of her this past year, giving Devin Thompson a chance to kind of enjoy her role as a guard and not have as much pressures on her with some of the responsibilities we asked upon these young ladies, and we did ask a lot upon them this year. Looking forward to have Haley Tillotson back after a great rehab, and Hannah rejoining our program after this year. So we've really had a great time working together, and how can I even begin to forget the sheer enjoyment that Maddie House brings to our team every day in and day out. She really grounds us and really makes sure we're focusing in the minute. Always is happy to lead our yoga sessions and our cool down stretches. So it was a wonderful year with our seniors. It was a great year with our returners and building that core and that foundation we need to move this women basketball program forward for the NVU Johnson Badgers. Thank you for everybody. Thank you to our athletic training staff. Thank you to our administration from setting up all the policies and procedures and guidelines that we needed to do to make sure we had a safe and happy and enjoyable season for the women's basketball program. Thank you all very much. Have a wonderful evening. Congratulations to all of our Badger athletes. Take care.
Hi, I'm Miles Smith, head men's basketball coach and assistant athletic director at Northern Vermont University Johnson, and I'm here to talk about the 2020-2021 men's basketball team. I first want to thank my family, my wife, and my kids who were very supportive in the struggle of a year with pandemic, not being able to be around a team, not being able to be at the school, but still being there as a support system for my guys, whether it be via FaceTime, phone calls, and just for that opportunity to have. And also thankful for my coaching staff, being able to have Coach Bev with me for all seasons, and really just being my right-hand man, being by my side, really being in a connection between me and the players. Sherry took over having to coach a couple of practices, and we had a couple of more things that I couldn't attend. So forever grateful for those individuals, my family and Coach Bev, that really helped put this team together, whether it's through recruiting or whether it's through any type of strategic planning that really needed to be done. And then also the alumni, Rasul Jackson, Gregory Binky Davis, and all the alumni that I had to connect with throughout the year and really trying to get through this year. And then a special thank you to Mamadou Ndiaye. We lost him this summer, but extremely grateful for his presence and his commitment to our program. And he will always be in our hearts. NVU men's basketball program fought off a lot of challenges on and off the court. This year's team showed toughness and integrity the entire year. NVU Johnson men's basketball lost a brother this summer, and all of us played for him. In the beginning of the year, we started off with one of our seniors, IL, and started off a tradition that we decided to make something that he actually came up with. And after every practice, after every game, we would run 10 laps, 10 up and downs actually, to really just do that for Mamadou. His jersey was number 10, and it just felt like he was still with us when we practiced. More than any year that I've ever been a head coach, my student athletes was there for me when I needed them the most, and that was this year. Sam, Dylan, Nate, Lawson, Rob, Tyrell, Io, Rome, Josiah, Malik, Phil, David, George, Tommy, Zach, Pat, and last but not least, Deshaun. And always my right-hand man, Coach Bev. I needed them in all aspects. We've gone through a lot of the things that we went through this year, and they were there for me. I always thought I was a sacrificial leader and sacrificing for my guys, and this year they sacrificed a lot to make sure that I was healthy, to make sure that I was prepared, and I learned a lot from them. I hope they learned as much from me as well, but I'm excited that I had the 7 games that we had together and the camaraderie that we formed with those guys. Our seniors were strong leaders for us this year. The identity of our team was their personality. Rob and Ayo, their leadership qualities was something that had nothing to do with me teaching, but everything to do with who they are and what was in their DNA. The transformation of Ayo and Rob was amazing to watch. Two young African-American males from North Philly and Yonkers changed the statistics and stereotypes of what our society say they should be. They're educated young men with integrity and empathy that is unmatched. Family means everything to them. Loyalty means everything to them. And being sacrificial leaders means everything to them. Hopefully, they will be remembered not only for their growth on the court, but also their growth off the court. I know that Rob and Ayo will be amazing leaders in the future, and I'm going to be excited to watch and see what they become. They are the true definition of Black excellence.
Shit, Snake, just straight cook them motherfucker.
Crackers with his Debo slides on. Them Joe fly, bro. Mama them chill. PG County's finest, bro. Damn, Debo. Damn.
This award holds a special significance for the MVU Johnson basketball program, created by the members of the Coalition of Minority Student Athletes. This award is given to a student athlete who exhibits hard work and persistence on the court and in the classroom. Mamadou Nyahe left behind a legacy of relentlessly pursuing his goals while being the definition of a team player. Mamadou wished to fulfill his role to the best of his ability on the men's basketball team and be the best teammate he could towards his brothers.
This award will be given to a student athlete who is always seen going the extra mile, unafraid to ask for guidance, and most of all stayed ambitious and humble. This award will be given to a student athlete who embodies Mamadou's great care and pride into their very own aspirations. This is one of the most prestigious awards that can be given to a student athlete.
The 2021 recipient of the Mamadou Ndiaye Embodiment Award goes to Josiah Wimberly. Congratulations, Josiah.
Hello and welcome back to the second installment of volleyball here at the Athletics Banquet, this time being the men's program at Northern Vermont University Johnson. We were actually in a unique position this season in the sense that we actually got to compete in our conference. We were excited to do so. Basically, not every team came in and played, but we were glad that we were able to get in the gym and play against a lot of great opponents. We faced off against some of the best teams in the entire country, worked very hard and held our own. Feel like we basically showed some programs where we're going and the excitement that's in our gym and how much we love the game and how much we've improved. Definitely all of those things are true about our program. We still are a very young program with a lot of guys who don't have deep volleyball experience, and where we've come so far is it's great. I really can't speak enough about these guys and the work they've done and how they've become a legitimate college volleyball program. Wish we could have gotten a broader range of teams to play against, and I think that we would have showed everyone on the wins-loss columns that we were that team for sure. When you're playing against some of the best teams in the entire country, you're not necessarily going to get the W's that show the work that you did. But I can't state enough how proud I am of these guys and what they've accomplished in the short time we've had this program. Congratulations to them for completing a great season. We are graduating 4 athletes, one of whom is actually being projected onto my face at that moment. But we are graduating Sheldon as well as Mike and Randy and Ryan. Gonna miss all 4 guys. Definitely not gonna lie, we've laid out some of the ideas that where there's some potentiality for folks to come back with the COVID rules and all that good stuff, and so hopefully maybe we'll get a visit from 1 or 2 of these guys to maybe throw in another season. But even if they don't, even if they choose not to do that, it's a fantastic career for them. Some of these guys have never played volleyball in their entire lives, and they can legitimately say they've played college volleyball at a level that they can be proud of. They're going to be able to show people the videos. They're going to show people their highlights, and they're definitely going to be able to take this experience with them and play anywhere they want to play for the rest of their lives. Proud of all 4 guys, and congratulations on graduating. Congratulations on making it through the program. Congratulations on being the foundation on which we will be building our program for years and years and years to come. No matter how anything works out, you're more than welcome to come back and visit us anytime. Super excited that you guys got to be part of the program in my life, and I'm just honored to be able to say, best of luck and congratulations. We'll be returning the rest of the program. We have a really good base. We have a nice recruiting class coming in, and these guys did a lot of work this year in order to make sure that we're going to continue improving, continue being the best program that we can be, and we're super excited to come in next year and get another chance to get in the gym and be a better program and be basically the best we can be, the best ourselves we can be. Thanks everybody. I hope you have a great summer and enjoy your time away from the school, and definitely look forward to seeing you all in the fall. Right.
Hey there, athletes. Congratulations on making it to the end of another year. I'm Professor Rob Schultz, the faculty athletic representative for Johnson. Please don't be alarmed. This is just what I look like without a mask on. I know it's uncanny and rather terrifying, but we all have to make do in these terrible pandemic times. And so I am here to read off and praise the highest athletic achieving teams and individual athletes. And once again this year, it is looking great. We have some very high GPAs, both individually and for teams. And so first, I would like to call out two individual athletes specifically, and they are triathlete Molly Johnson and basketball player David Jordan, both of whom had perfect 4.0 GPA averages in the last year. So congratulations to you two for making us all look very good. And in terms of the teams, so again, I will let us all know who the top 5 highest performing academic teams are. And we actually have a tie with a 3-4 men's golf and softball. Very nice. Our third place team is men's track and field with a 3-4-2. Our women's triathletes are number 2 with a 3-6-6, and the number 1 overall achieving team in Johnson Athletics this year is once again women's tennis. Women's tennis with a 3-7-5. Those women know how to study. So congratulations to all our athletes, and thank you again for another great year.
As the COVID pandemic is drawing to a close, we can take stock in this tremendous event that has affected all of humankind. We have an opportunity to consider this experience and reflect on the commonalities that we have shared. For the athletes of Northern Vermont University, nothing's become more universal than the experience of 3 times a week shoving Q-tips up our noses to determine if we're carriers of this virus that has altered the world of sport. To acknowledge the year of masking, physical distancing, quarantining, and daily temperature screenings, the NVU athletic staff has created a one-time award given to the student athlete whose enthusiasm and dedication to the COVID testing program has ensured that we have properly followed state guidelines regarding testing that have allowed us to compete this past year. I'm presenting the Golden Q-Tip Award and its trophy to Sheldon Billings. Congratulations, Sheldon.
This spring season was all about digging deep and making adjustments for the softball team. Some highlights include coming out in our first game against Linden and scoring more runs that game than we had the first 10 games of our 2019 season. Annika Dierberg hit a bottom of the 7th in the park home run to score 2 runs and drive us into extra innings. Then against Umpy, we stayed within 1 run for 4 innings. And this weekend, as I record this, against University of Maine Farmington, we out-hit them our 10 hits to their 6 hits. The seniors this year were really the glue of the team. They each contributed in their unique ways. Mia Blackwell this weekend had an outstanding performance against University of Maine Farmington. She batted .500, and then she caught a scorching line drive in left field with runners on base. Ellery Kiefer joined us late in the season, but made a huge impact immediately with a base hit in 2 plays in her very first softball game ever. Her work ethic, heart, and humor was what helped elevate the team during some challenging moments. Laura DiTilio stepped up for us a couple weeks into games as our catcher, even though she's never caught before. She immediately took to it, throwing somebody out at second base who was stealing, picking off somebody at third, and commanding the team from behind the plate. At bat, she was a force to be reckoned with, and I witnessed every single pitcher she faced struggle with what to throw to her, because Laura is relentless and will battle until she gets on base. She came to me mid-season and told me that previous seasons she didn't feel like hitting was her strength. Well, Laura, I'm pretty sure this year, every single pitcher that you face will strongly disagree with you. Nicole Mooney stepped in to pitch for us this year, even though she would consider herself more of a catcher. For any one college pitcher to throw every single inning of every single game is unheard of. And it speaks volumes of her mental strength and the sacrifices she makes for her team. By the time the season ends, she will have pitched over 100 innings in just 4.5 weeks. That is completely unheard of. Not one time did she scowl or even complain, even after 4 games in 1 weekend. Nicole does it all. Pitching, catching, fielding, hitting for power in the 3 slot, and running the base as well. As a captain, she leads her team through her actions, day in and day out, never taking the easy way out and always ready to play softball with focus and intensity. Annika Dierberg, another captain, was rock solid in center field. getting incredible jumps on balls and getting to everything she possibly could. In over 40 attempts this season, Annika has only had one error. After hitting the home run in the first game, she has maintained her power hitting reputation, consistently driving in runs every game. Annika can always be counted on to step up. While she was an absolute beast on the field this season, it is the support she gives her teammates in every other way that is truly unique. In all my years of playing and coaching, I have never witnessed a player that gives the heart that she does to her teammates and her team. She cares so deeply about the program and everyone on the field that I know she would do anything for them. She is a true mamaka, and the list of what she has done for the team and the softball program is too long to list tonight. So while our record may not reflect it, I feel that we're winners for making adjustments time and time again and for sticking together like we have. I'm proud of you.
What's going on? Ding, ding. Crazy.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3, family!
Hi everyone, I'm Coach Sean Woods of the track and field program. We had a very limited season this year due to various aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic. I did want to thank the seniors that came out for the team that have been with the program since they arrived on campus. They were Randy Willett in the throws, his brother Ryan in the jumps, Sheldon Billings in middle distance, Colleen Ferris in the sprints, and Melissa Clark in the throwing events. I did want to issue a little challenge to the three guys. It's kind of interesting. All three were part of the Kingswood Regional High School track team in New Hampshire and then continued here at Johnson as teammates. So my challenge to the three of you is go up to the long jumping pit and have a little friendly competition and see who the best long jumper is. And Ryan, you might have to give the guys a foot or two or three. You might want to spot them that amount, and let me know how that competition ends up. Thanks to everyone. I look forward to our non-traditional season in track and field, which will begin next August. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miles Smith, and I'm the Assistant Athletic Director and Head Men's Basketball Coach at Northern Vermont University Johnson. Today I'll be presenting the 2021 Richard E. Anderson Award. The Richard E. Anderson Award is given to a senior athlete who has achieved athletic and academic excellence, as well as set a high bar for great conduct on and off the playing surface. This year's winner belongs to Robert DeBose Jr. Robert is a senior men's basketball student athlete who's been an amazing attribute to our department, to men's basketball, and also to his peers. Rob has done an excellent job of connecting with our student athletes both on and off the playing surface, and has been a strong mentor to all student athletes that have been a part of the athletic department. Congratulations to Robert DeBose Jr.
The Community Member Award this year goes to an individual that has learned to recognize everybody's face on this campus this year. Between COVID testing and seeing athletes day in and day out through the early mornings, 6 a.m. to the late nights at 10 o'clock. This award goes to Jim Nichols for all the time he has put in this year through COVID-related issues, athletics, before the first semester and after, where everything was complicated and everything became simpler. Just the past couple weeks, Jim has been phenomenal with all the work he has done between his own academics and our academics and our own campus issues. Jim has pulled through and made us a safer campus, a more stable campus, and more importantly, he has shown that we are able to be on our campus by testing each week, by coming in and showing that us athletes have a reason to be here through competition. Being short-staffed this year, Jim has had a lot of issues with days where he was here 14 hours, 15 hours, or he had short days of 3 or 4 hours where he came in to work with athletes or just see us on our way to our competitions. Jim has done a lot for us this year, and we hope that next year to come, he does not have to do a lot more. Thank you again, Jim, and we hope this is a good year.
Hey everyone. The next award of the night goes out to the Male Athlete of the Year. Your 2021 Male Athlete of the Year is Rob DeBose. Congrats, Rob.
Congratulations to Ellery Kiefer for winning Senior Female Athlete of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take this time to recognize the NVU Johnson student athletes that were named to the North Atlantic Conference Fall 2020 All-Academic Team. The following Northern Vermont University Johnson student athletes were named to this year's 2020 North Atlantic Conference All-Academic Team. For men's golf, Garrison French, Caden Sweat, Robert Marr. For women's soccer, Emily Carchia, Samantha Martin, Lily Mullen, Priya Tamarang Suarez, Gray Werner. For men's soccer, Gabe Adencourt, Tommy Mwala. For women's volleyball, Anna Arbizo, Lauren Havel, Sarah Stewart, Jimmy Lynn Williams. For women's tennis, Annika Dierberg, Nicole Mooney, Rebecca Simon, Caitlin Toretto, Kristen Toretto, and Mason Lores. For men's basketball, Lawson Owlette, Dylan Young, George Zellman, David Jordan. For women's basketball, Hannah Angelano, Melissa Ann Clark, Jocelyn Pellerin, and Haley Tillotson. For softball, Laura DiTilio, Savannah Dufresnes, Annika Dierberg, Nicole Mooney. For men's track and field, Sheldon Billings, Dylan Garvey. And for women's track and field, Melissa Ann Clark and Megan Rippey. I would like to take this time to recognize the NVU Johnson student athletes that received conference honors, both weekly and yearly awards. First, I would like to recognize both Rebecca Simon and Mia Blackwell of women's tennis for being named Player and Rookie of the Week. I would also like to recognize freshman Joe Giroux of men's golf, who was named North Atlantic Conference East Division Rookie of the Year. And finally, I would like to recognize Ryan Willett for being named to the New England Collegiate Conference Sportsmanship Team.
Hey everyone, Michelle Whitmore, SAC Advisor, announcing the Student Athlete Advisory Committee for the upcoming academic year. But first, I wish to give a heartfelt thank you and a big old Badger Pride high five to this year's Leadership Committee and the 3 seniors who have worked together to create one of the best SACs in the NAC. Ellery Kiefer, Social Media Coordinator, Sheldon Billings, Vice President, and Annika Dierberg, President of SAC. I could not have been surrounded by a better SAC leadership team for the past 2 years. That's right, 2 years. With these 3 has truly been a pleasure. And an extra shout out to Annika Dierberg, who took her passion for collegiate sports and the athlete experience to the next level by representing Johnson in the NAC as the NAC SAC president, further putting Johnson at the top for the best SAC in the NAC. Thank you so very much for dedicating your time and energy to help our students and our student athletes have a positive experience. And now, your SAC leadership team for 21-22. Rebecca Simon, President, representing women's tennis and women's softball. Diego Gray, this year's SAC Secretary and next year's Vice President, representing men's soccer and men's tennis. And Natalia Medina, Social Media Coordinator, representing women's volleyball. I look forward to working with you next year and continuing to provide positive educational experiences for our Johnson athletes and continuing to hold the title of the best SAC in the NAC. Thanks, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Each year, the athletic banquet for me signals the end of the year and time for reflection. Navigating through a pandemic, political turmoil, social and racial injustice this year has tested our physical and mental strength. What I started to realize is how much our athletic family has helped us deal with our feelings of being scared, anxious, sad, angry, frustrated, and exhausted. Being able to lean on our coaches, administrators, teammates, and peers, we picked each other up and supported one another in our trying moments. I want to thank President Collins, Dean Davis, and the health team for the state of the Vermont for having the confidence and courage to provide us with an opportunity to return to practices this fall semester and return to contests this spring semester. Student athletes and athletic staff, I am so impressed and thankful for your commitment to following the many COVID protocols and countless PCR tests to keep each other and our community safe and bring some normalcy back to our lives through getting back on the playing surfaces. A few of the top highlights for me this year were 38 student athletes named to the NAC All-Academic Team. Rob scoring his 1,000th point. Annika hitting an inside the park home run. Caden making first team All-Conference, and Joey Rookie of the Year. The women's tennis team for competing in the NAC Championships. And Coach Smith for creating the Coalition of Minority Student Athletes. Along with the highlights, I also know how tiring and frustrating the last year has been, and you have all stuck together and done whatever necessary with very little complaint. Abraham Lincoln once said, "We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses." Watching all of you stay committed to your sport and teammates, whether you were able to play a contest or not. Stay committed to your academics, whether your classes were remote or in person. And doing so with passion and enthusiasm was amazing. Each of you have affirmed the importance of athletics in our lives and our community. We need you more now than ever. You are leaders that have brought back a normalcy to our lives and demonstrated the courage to push us through change. You have shown us that you have what it takes to face adversity head on. We must be there for one another when times are difficult for us. We must find our voice and speak out against anybody being wronged. We must continue to educate ourselves, learn from and appreciate our different perspectives, and commit to action in developing a culture of belonging. It's time for athletics to be the leaders that we are and set the blueprint for the rest of our university to follow. I already see you rising to that challenge. Before I conclude, I want to say a few words for 3 of our staff members that are moving on. First, Coach Bufano. Thank you for bringing a culture of competitiveness back to the men's soccer program that was missing for many years. Your recruiting and coaching ability, teamed with your hard work and determination, made our program a force in the NAC. Next, Chad Copeland. Chad, thank you for always putting our students first, bringing an incredible work ethic, bringing laughter to our department, re-engaging our alumni, and creating a culture of giving. And finally, Coach Smith. Miles, thank you for being a leader of our department, bringing collaboration and joy to your colleagues, busting out jazz hands to make compliance tolerable. You are the ultimate role model for our students. The passion and support you have provided to all of our students is unmatched. Each of you have left our program better than how you found it. I wish you all tremendous success in your future endeavors. Thank you. And finally, to all of you, thank you for the opportunity to serve as your Associate Dean of Athletics. I couldn't be more proud of the strength and courage that you have displayed, and I know will continue to display while defining a new normal for the world we live in. Be well, and I look forward to seeing the great things that will be coming this next year.